you going, you lout? You nearly killed me!
Garlic that will cure all ailments, and onions that will make you cry when you cut them, and cry for joy when you taste them.
Yeah!
Citizens, move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. So I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum.
Good health to you, sir.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk. He was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on anyone.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with, relative?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good God! What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed...
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help.
Who was this Lub?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had...
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'm at your service.
I've come in the...
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That man Lu...
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happened.
Do you know what Lubosh...
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Oh, Jesus!
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with, relative?
I really don't know.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
What the...
I'm honoured.
Good day, T. I don't know nothing about it.
That man Lub... Have you noticed... Do you know... Do you know... That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Jesus Christ.
I've c-
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came.
Have you noticed any?
Everything about him was suspicious.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Do you know?
I don't know.
That's all.
God bless.
I'm getting desperate now.
Why?
God preserve.
I've come in the...
I don't know how I can help you.
Who was this? That's all.
Take care.
God be with you, good.
I've come...
I don't know nothing about her, but ask all you want.
That's all.
Take care now.
I hope I can be...
I've come in the...
I don't know nothing about it.
That's all.
Good luck to you.
The horses as well, and the stables burned down too.
What was that?
What's that?
That's...
Farewell.
Jesus Christ be praised. Sir Anish gives a job like that to a young fella like you. Well,
That man Lubosh...
he was a strange one. Always drinking, bad temper.
Have you noticed...
I didn't see much of him lately.
That's all.
God be with you.
What was that?
God be with
Okay.
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Luba?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword.
That's all.
Take care.
Jesus Christ.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at... Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do...
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Noi...
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted...
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What's the matter? Come on. It's the best you can do. You'll get four. You're dead.
My respects to you.
May the Lord watch over you.
God preserve you, good knight. Can I do something for you?
I'm looking for a fellow. I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put away.
I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea, or the clink of their coin? And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised
It didn't bother you before, though. What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world...
I want to know something. What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. Take care.
Would you teach me some?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right. Now.
Would you teach me?
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my... I'm interested in...
Wouldn't you rather?
Well,
God bless. Good luck, then.
I'm looking... I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The priest is concerned.
The priest can go to hell. All he cares about is filling his belly. And then that bastard talks down to us from the pulpit about temperance and humility. It's because of his sword, the lords and the humans here, that killed my husband and children. Where was the priest then, eh?
You do know that what I've heard amounts to a burning offense?
We're doing no wrong. Just putting on some herb ointment at the crossroads in the woods at midnight. What of it?
That sounds like devilry to me.
Our souls are our own concern. God has forsaken us, and we have to fend for ourselves.
What?
Mother of God.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
The priest is worried.
The priest? It's nice to find out what telltales you have for neighbours. But believe me, it's none of your business. Or the priest's.
That's enough. What I've heard already amounts to a burning offence.
Burning? Because of some ointment? We mean no harm to anyone. All we do is anoint ourselves at night in the woods. That's no great witchcraft. And you keep your nose out of things that don't concern you.
Someone there?
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
What? Who told you that? Was someone asking around?
It might interest the priest.
The priest? Who's been telling him stories? Does he know about us?
Witchcraft and sorcery never brought any good to anyone.
And praying has. For years I spit down on my knees, but where was God when that pack of humans came and slaughtered all the folk in Scarlets? I was with child. Did you know that? But the horror of it drove the child from my womb lifeless. If charms and spells won't help us, nothing will. We're doing no wrong. We go to the woods alone, at night, and we hurt no one. I won't say any more. You might twist it against us.
Good day to you. I'd like you to show... Certainly. I'm interested in... Now pay close attention. Farewell. I'm looking for a fellow... I'd like to... Now...
What the...
Good health to you.
Any work going here?
Enough for a dozen men. You could take the place of that useless stable hand Vashek for a start.
What happened? Did he do something wrong?
Just found out that he lost our pie.
Lost it where? In his stomach?
No, Pie was our fastest stallion. A lovely dapple.
Oh. Well, that's bad news. How did Vashek manage to lose him?
He fell, banged his head, and the horse bolted. Can you fathom it? A stable hand falling off a horse. And then Pie took off at a gallop.
Well, I can't take Vashek's job, but I can try to find you a pie.
That would be nice of you. If there's anything you need to know, ask that fool. I was too livid to even speak to him.
Right. I'd like to buy a horse. I have. Fine animals.
Nothing but the best. Is there one in There's a fast horse.
Maybe some other?
That one you can...
Maybe some other...
A fine...
Maybe some other...
May the Lord watch over you.
So, the pie turned up.
No such luck.
I'll keep looking.
Take care now.
I'd like to... I have.
A fine steed. More likely he...
Maybe some other...
Take care now.
I'd like to... I have.
Is a fine steed. More likely he got...
Surely you'll knock something off the price if I trade in my old one. What about this?
More. Done. God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
ointment on your funny is going too far.
Aye, well, don't peek for a bit. I'm not sure.
Don't worry. Plenty of good men have tried it before us.
What if it does work? What if he does appear?
But that's what we want, isn't it? Let's go. We're here. We all know what to do, don't we?
I'm not altogether sure. Gertrude didn't want to say anything about that. So all we know is what we came up with ourselves. Damn. I feel all peculiar now.
The ointment is the main thing.
Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Veni.
Just let's get it over with, quick. I keep hearing weird noises.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done? When? Damn it!
The battle's lost and won. What's that nonsense you bubbling?
I didn't make it up. It came out of me all by itself.
My vision's blacking out, and I feel the earth moving. Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
We're not doing it for our sake. Our intentions are pure. There's nothing to worry about.
Silence. Hush now. Do you hear that? As if someone was singing.
That'll be the tree roots. The earth speaks to us, like Gertrude said. Why is it getting so dark?
It's singing very loud. Make them stop, at least for a while, please. My head hurts.
Lucifer, star of the morning, we're here to ask you a boon.
What is it? Hear and pray for us. I feel the devil is coming.
I'll go toward him. Show him the way to find us.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now at the hour of our death.
What are you praying to the Virgin Mary? You'll scare the devil away. Stop praying and speaking of death. We're here to save lives since we've lost our own. Satan, appear and send pestilence on all the humans. I'm coming to meet you.
Who is it? Who's there?
Just me. I haven't found anyone.
Who's me? You're Lucifer, aren't you? Oh, Lucifer, thank you for heeding our call. Send the plague down on Sigismund and his humans.
It's me, Vera. I mean, I think so. Everything's a muddle.
Lucifer, deliver us from the humans. A plague upon them and their families. Lord God, you turned your back on us in our hour of need. We beg you, at least now command Lucifer to rid us of the humans.
Yes, Lucifer, deliver us of the humans. Here and now, come among us. Take what you want and let Sigismund and the humans die of the plague like mangy dogs. They killed our husbands and children. Let them die! Let them go back whence they came, back to hell.
Come, Satan, and take us! Hush now. Do you hear that? There really is somebody in those bushes. Come among us. You there? Are you Lucifer? Doesn't matter who you are. Come here.
You dreamt it.
O Prince of Exiles, you who the world has treated wrong, who rise again undaunted and strong. Satan, have pity on our endless despair. Step.
I hear someone coming. Who's there? Is it you, Kuta?
No, I'm still over here.
What's going on here?
Welcome, Prince of Darkness. And make yourself at home.
What would you like us to do? We will fulfill your every wish if you fulfill ours.
Prince of Darkness? What in God's name are you babbling about?
Why are you testing us?
Testing you? Jesus Christ, what have you been smearing on yourselves?
A magic ointment from the herb woman? We are ready to pleasure you, Lord. In return, all we ask is that you rid us of the humans. And if you won't rid us of them, then help us get away from here. Give us riches, so we can start a new life in the city.
I'll give you anything you ask.
I knew it. Thank you, my lord.
In return, you'll have to... Shit. I feel very weird.
Oh, that ointment. You smeared the ointment on me.
Fear not, my lord. Nothing will happen to you. It's all part of the ceremony.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? What did you do to me?
well after your long journey?
Huh? Long journey? What?
From the gates of hell to here. When will you take care of the humans? And why don't you have horns and hooves and a goat's tail, like the priest said?
How come you're a talking mare?
What mare? Does your sight deceive you? I'm Vera, and I turn many a young man's head in Uzhitz.
I flew in on a tree branch. It took no time at all.
Flying on a branch? Will you teach us how to do that too? We are your maid servants now. We'll do anything you wish.
I got rid of my horns and hooves along the way, and I keep my tail in my breeches. I only get it out for special occasions.
I hope there'll be one soon enough.
Actually, I wanted something else.
What's that, oh Lord?
Will you serve me, and do all I tell you to?
Oh yes, our Lord of Hellfire. We'll do whatever you want. Just rid us of those wretched humans. Which one will you take first?
Me! Take me!
No, me!
I want you, Mare. Vera.
I knew it! Come on, come closer to me.
That was tough. Oh, but I'm all dizzy again.
What is wrong with you? Is something going to come of it or not?
I need to sleep.
Bugger sleep! What was that? What is it? Someone coming!
Take that!
There, did that hurt? Quitting, Price!
call that?
Fuck happened here? Shit! Oh my god. These are no demons, just flesh and blood woodcutters.
I'll never be able to explain this to anyone. That fucking ointment. Damn that old hag. Now what? Father, didn't I see you outside practicing swordplay? I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
I found out more about the Ujit's witchcraft.
Pray, do tell.
The women have got hold of some magic lotion from the herb woman, and they're using it to summon the devil.
For the love of heaven.
I followed them to where they held their Sabbath. They summoned the devil, danced around a fire.
Oh my god, what else?
The women were completely out of their minds from that ointment. Then some woodcutters stormed in. They wanted to put a stop to the witch's Sabbath.
Good god. And what happened?
I had to kill the woodcutters to save those women from them.
For Christ's sake! How could you? Such needless slaughter! Those men meant well. Was there no other way to stop the bloodshed?
The woodcutters were beside themselves with rage, baying for the women's blood. There was no reasoning with them.
There must have been another way.
I did everything I could.
The good Lord observes your deeds. Pray for the souls of those unfortunate Christians. Pray, because you have blood on your hands. At least you see where dancing with the devil can take you. Pray for their loved ones and for your soul and mine, because we share the blame. And now please, go. Leave me alone to pray.
Farewell.